Hockey's been a big part of our family. Our grandpa played, my dad played, all of our siblings have played. So me and Ava were kind of playing hockey and skating before we could even walk, really.
Me and Sadie grew up always playing each other on the backyard pond, and I think that's when I really started to love hockey, just because we were so competitive with each other, and we were literally out there all day, every day.
I started hockey when I was 2 because my dad played and also my older brother plays.
My family wasn't really any hockey players. I was the first one in my family to play. My parents were you want to play hockey? My parents have never played hockey, so she started. And then my older sister started, and then I started when I was 4.
Their beginning's different, but it's brought them all to the same place. Breck girls hockey, simply put, has been a wagon. The last 3 years, 3 state titles, and every single player you just heard from has been a part of all those teams. Yes, even Lindsay, who has a 7th grade, recorded 2 points during their state tournament run. It's an experience that I'm sure as well as you, cannot relate to. But thank goodness they can.
Playing at the XL Energy Center and being 3-time state champions has been super exciting. Literally the best feeling you can ever imagine. My favorite moments aren't exactly when we're on the ice, but getting warmed up and being able to sit on the bench before the games and taping your stick.
When you're winning those state titles and winning sections, you just feel all of that hard work and sacrifices that you made are finally paying off, and that's just a great feeling.
I definitely look back, say it's later that night after you come home from the state championship and you're with your family and you just are kind of looking back on all those little times and little moments that brought you to that place.
Speaking of family, it's a huge part of this team's story. Emily's older sister, Grace, was on the team her first year as an 8th grader. We had some Fagley sisters last year and the last couple of years, and now obviously we have the Lindsays. It's something that's made them better, something for them to aspire to, and to also appreciate later on.
She's so good, and I look up to her so much that it was just so much fun playing with her, and she would always tell me what I need to work on, and we always train together, so that's super fun.
You never want to lose to your sibling, and just the competitiveness, but also just the way we understand each other, and she's my best friend, so it's been really fun to be able to be on her line and play with her and just be on this journey together.
She's awesome. I mean, she's talented at everything she does, and it's so fun just being able to share this kind of stuff with her. And like you said, it's times that we're going to look back on and just be really thankful for when we're older. And so I'm just trying to really soak it all up and enjoy it all.
I've known Sadie, Ava, Emily, and Shae pretty much my whole life. We've been playing against each other ever since we were little, so in a way, they are my family, they are my siblings.
The Sisterhood will be put to the test during the 2021 season, defending their 3 titles, but that's because we don't know if there's going to be a state tournament to enable them to defend their state title. And with COVID-19 still looming and a country that's been on full tilt, it's a lot to take on, but this group is ready.
I'm super excited that this season's now starting because I never thought we'd get to this point.
I'm thankful for any chance I get to play this year, and I know it's going to be different, and it's definitely different than years prior, but I think just being flexible and not holding things too tightly to a routine and too rigid with that kind of stuff has been good.
We try as a team to not complain about it too much because everyone's dealing with it, and the more you complain about it, the more you think about it. So if you just don't think about it, it's easier to deal with.
I honestly don't know what I would do without my teammates because they're just well, you're around them all the time and they become your closest friends, and I could tell any of you guys anything and you guys would have my back and support me in the best way possible. And I just think that's a really unique thing.
They could end up being one of the most decorated teams and groups of players ever in the state's history in any sport. So I asked them, what advice do you give to the young girl that wants to be just like you someday?
Whether it's you're going to shoot pucks outside or stick handle, it always will pay off in the end, and people will notice it and you'll get the recognition and rewards that you deserve. Keep working because it will come, and it's not exactly always going to be instant. You're oh, I got so much better just because I did this one thing. It takes a lot of time and work to really see differences in your game, and I just say keep working.
People at Breck are encouraging and lift you up while also competing with you and pushing you to be a better player and a better person.
If you want to be making it to a high level, just always the mindset that people are trying to catch up to you. So you have to be putting in that work. You have to be focused, and just there's a lot of sacrifices to be made, but it's definitely really rewarding in the end.
As cheesy as it sounds, just have fun. Like, you're only in high school hopefully once, and you need to enjoy it, especially with all your friends, your team, and in special cases, your family.